Ladies and gentlemen, ooh-wee! I think I can sing, but I can't. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the channel. For those that are new here, welcome. For those that have been here, well, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. My toxic trait is turning everything I hear into a song that I used to know, which is one of the somebody that I used to know. Somebody. This is a character that I always hide, but I'm like, why do I hide it? Why? And now that we're doing the artist way, we are being more artistic. I got myself a copy. Thumbnail. Girl, can you just start the video? Oh my goodness, what the heck is wrong? Okay, guys, sorry. I'm not okay. I'm not a normal person. This is how I act in real life, okay? We are done with week 2 of the artist way. For some reason, this week was so hard for me. I know why it was hard. I cannot quite share that right now. I went to the coffee shop yesterday, sat by myself and read week 2. The way I normally like to do this is read each week with the exercises. I'm doing it like every night. I read a page or two, but I read everything. Well, not yesterday. I was reading during the week, but my brain was not catching anything. The end of week 2, I'm like, what is this chick talking about? What's her name again? Julia. What are you talking about? She's talking about her grandma, da 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 da. I'm like, what does your grandma have to do with me? I'd always never know what to start with the exercises, or, okay, you know what? Since the exercises are at the end, let's take it as we go. Also, let me know in the comment section how you'd like me to do it, to start with the exercises or the summary, whatever. Oh my gosh, I can finally sign the contract. If I sign it with my hands, that means I have to follow a strict diet. That's one thing I have not been doing. I took an oath last week and told you I'm going to follow a strict diet. I'm going to sleep well. The night I took that oath, I slept at 4 a.m. editing the previous video. At least I'm mindful. The fact that we have to do weekly check-ins is it's a very mindful process. Week 2, it says this week addresses self-definition as a major component of creative recovery. You might find yourself drawing new boundaries and staking out new territories as your personal needs, desires, interests announce themselves. The essays and tools are aimed at moving you into your personal identity, self-defined you. I'm just reading the things that I lined up that stood out to me. There are so many things she said. So the first chapter is about going sane, which talks about how trusting your new creativity is a new behavior for many of us. And she highlights a lot on self-sabotage. Here I underline common self-attacks are, okay, so I did this week, but is it just a temporary thing? Or I did my morning pages, they're done, but did I do them well? This happens to me a lot when I self-sabotage. Sometimes like I post something and I'm like, oh my gosh, my work is so good, but I'm like, okay, I did it, but no one is going to watch. Immediately I go in a negative mental space, which goes against everything I'm working hard for. Like I want something, but then also my mind is working against that something. As much as I'm praying, my mind doesn't believe it type shit. So I've been working on that a lot. And negative self-talk, I realize I talk to myself so negatively. And the next chapter talks about poisonous playmates, which basically says that creativity flourishes when we have a sense of safety and self-acceptance. Your artist is a small child. We discussed this in the previous video. The artist in you is the child in you, so you have to find your inner child. That's why we go on the weekly artist dates, to do something artistic, like things you would love to do for fun, which is one of the exercises we did this week. We had to mention 20 things we do for fun. We'll get to that. Your artist, a small child, is happiest when feeling a sense of security. As long as we were blocked, it always felt like it was arrogance and self-will to speak of ourselves as creative artists. I mean, she says a lot of things here, but I underline particularly, we could wonder and worry about our arrogance instead of being humble enough to ask for help to move through our fear, which is something that this week I've noticed I'm getting out a lot of. I read this yesterday, but I probably also read it during the week, but my mind wasn't there. But yesterday, it solidified to me how this week, when it came to creating content, first of all, I read this much later. She was saying that you might be asking yourself right now that, is this working? And that is the self-sabotage voice going to come in. We self-sabotage ourselves by saying, oh my gosh, it's a coincidence that it's working, da, da, da. But the process is really working, because there are very many things that are very insightful, as we are going to see. These poisonous playmates are like people around you, people who are still in this game that you're playing of life and know your weaknesses and are taking advantage of you. She says if they're having trouble with your recovery, they're still getting payoff from you being blocked. I'm like, oh damn, you don't say. These friends that are benefiting from you will find all the new changes very disturbing, because they're no longer benefiting from it. Be alert to subtle sabotage from friends. You cannot afford their well-meaning doubts right now, because their doubts are going to reactivate your doubts in yourself. If you're like, oh my gosh, for example, I'm a content creator, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if it will work. They're going to affirm the fact that it might not work and the fact that you should do stuff for them. And now I'm starting to realize so many different patterns of taking advantage, which is not a cool thing, but it's the truth. Be particularly alert to any suggestions that you have become selfish or different. Blocked creatives are easily manipulated by guilt. Okay, I underlined this one because I needed to address this. One of the things that kill me so much is guilt that is not mine. For example, I'll be like, okay, I want to quit my job and focus on my content creation. Oh my gosh, but my friend helped me. He was there for me, bro. He was there for me 5 years ago. When you think about it, and I'm still paying for those 5 years until today, I feel guilty. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is he going to do? Why do I feel guilty for shit that's none of my business? Literally, why do I feel guilty? Why do I feel guilty for saying no? I do not know, but we're working through it. And it's so funny that when I say no, it's to pour in myself, but I feel shitty when I do it because I just did not please another person. What the fuck is that all about? Sorry. I'm going to swear less. Be very careful to safeguard your newly recovering artists. As blocked creatives, we focus not on our responsibility to ourselves, but our responsibility to others. You see what I mean? That is why I'm feeling guilty for some dumb shit. Still on the chapter of Poisonous Playmates, she says, this made me so happy. Soon enough, you will be the bridge that will allow others to cross over from self-doubt to self-expression. I hope, I wish, this is my goal. This is what I want to do, to inspire people. It made me feel so good. And then to the chapter that attacked me even more, like she doubled down and attacked me. That chapter is called Crazy Makers. Crazy Makers are those personalities that create a storm. You know what she says? If you're involved with a crazy maker, you probably know it already. The way I wanted to punch the air, I'm like, leave me alone. Because I know I'm involved with one. Let me read you the characteristics. Some of the characteristics I underline. Crazy makers expect special treatment. Crazy makers discount your reality. This one hit very hard. They act as though they hear your boundaries and will respect them. But in practice, act is the operative word. This has happened to me so many times with the same particular person. One thing I really hate in my life is people that shout at me. My dad was a very good man, okay? But there is this one thing that he used to do, that he would shout and everyone is scared. And I actually think he was bullying all of us, just doing it because he knew we feared that shouting voice. And I hate it. My dad is not around anymore. The only person who was allowed to do that to me was my dad. I tell this person. After a while of, what's the word? Breadcrumbing you, giving you things here and there. Now they have you hooked. They start doing everything you said that you don't like, they do. Which is why they talk about, like, when you go on a date, you know how you go to meet a butterfly to honey butterfly. Tanya, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of recording.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. The reason they say these days, don't tell everything about your life to this man. For example, I told my friend about how my ex-boyfriend was disrespectful to his mom, and I'm like, if you disrespect your mom, means you're going to disrespect me, blah, blah, blah. The moment I told this to my friend, every time he was around his mom, he never disrespected her. But guess what? After a few months of friendship and whatever, bro, this guy calls his mom a bitch. I think that's the most disrespectful shit ever. Okay, I feel like this is TMI and I should not be telling people shit. Crazy makers spend your time and money. I realize this so much. A lot of times I used to put myself on the back burner and work for my friend. Yet I could be at home creating a video which is going to go viral, and that video is not hourly paid. It's going to live on the internet forever, which means I'm going to always make money, but then I'm here helping another person. And every time you go to help the person, it's not, they don't value your time at all. It's like they have a lot of things going on. I found that I spend a lot of time sitting waiting for my friend. I'm like, I feel like that's disrespectful, isn't it? It is very disrespectful, and I hate saying this, and I'm talking about someone I know in real life, but it's my truth. I'm allowed to speak about certain things. Why do I feel bad saying this out loud? Anyway, crazy makers triangulate those they deal with. It means what the author was talking about is one of those things whereby you're in a work environment and I come and tell you, yo, Sheila said this about you. I go to Sheila and be like, yo, imagine Izzy said this and that, da da da. You start feeling a certain type of way about each other, but it has nothing to do with any of you. It's this person trying to make each one of you his best friend while he plays syndicate and makes everyone enemies, but you need them because of course they have to pay you. Crazy makers in most cases are people who have an upper hand, and most times it's monetarily upper hand, and they never used to be like that. It's like a lack mentality that they feel the need to disrespect others. These are my words. I do not know how true this. I might be talking shit. I'm just saying, let me know in the comments down below. Crazy makers create drama. Crazy makers are expert blamers. This one this one is actually so funny but true, because it's one of those things, you know, when I make a mistake, I will admit that I made a mistake. I know people in my life that don't, like, they make a mistake and they are going to try and be like, oh no, but this, that. No, bro, just, it's okay if you make a mistake, own it, bro. Last thing that she said that attacked me and pissed me the freak off. If crazy makers are very destructive, what are you doing involved with them? I'm like, And then she goes like, the answer to be brief but brutal is that we are crazy ourselves and we are that self-destructive. Self-destructive meaning that first of all, you don't value yourself, you have no boundaries, you have all these things, and because you don't love yourself enough, you're okay pleasing other people just for you to suffer, which makes it self-destructive to yourself. And having these little awarenesses is very helpful. First of all, I'm enjoying having a book as opposed to reading on my phone. Reading on my phone was the ghetto. This is when she started going off on a tangent about her family. I'm like, that ain't my business. The tasks of the week. I have not done I only haven't done 2 tasks, but we're going to go briefly through them. The first one was affirmative reading every morning and night. Get quiet and focus and read the basic principles. I'm going to put them on the screen for you if you're interested in doing that. Be alert on any attitudinal shifts. Can you see yourself setting aside any skepticism yet? I read this every day at least once. I didn't do it all the times, but I did. Let's go through them as I did them because I already uploaded. Dear Diary. Today is the day that I finally do it. You really about to do it? Yes, because today's assignment of the artist's way is to write down 10 tiny changes you want to make. I would like to have a night routine so that I can wake up well rested and have a productive morning. I would like to not hit snooze. I would like to stick to my diet. I would also like to be more serious with moving my body. I'd like to sell out my journals. I would love to start working with a new brand this week. I would like to make $2,500 this week from content creation. Surprise me, God. I would like my videos to get out of 200 to 500 view jail. And to be more specific, let's just start by adding an extra 0 for now. I would also like to make new connections this week. And last but not least, I would like for miracles to keep showing up for me and hopefully get everything that I asked for this week. Now you have to commit to doing at least one thing on this list. Okay, I commit to having a clock out routine every day this week. And I hope you have to stay consistent. Do I have a choice? You are going to keep me accountable. It's funny how I started with the last one. I started with that just so through the week I can be more mindful with what my goals are. I took it more like as weekly goals. For that exercise, I did a 3-in-1. After the tiny changes, it says select one item on this list and make it a goal. I did reach out to brands. Is Audacity in the room with us? Present. Perfect, because I learned that talent doesn't get you places. Audacity does. If you can slide into that man's DMs, you can definitely reach out to a brand. And I'm not taking no for an answer this time. I've decided to reach out to all the brands that I've been tagging lately. I've low-key been slacking. I'm going to tag some brands today from my videos last week and we'll reach out tomorrow. I use so many products in this video. I have a list of the brands on my phone and we're going to start with sliding in the brands DMs and then we'll move on to email if that doesn't work or if they share the email of the person in charge of content creation. I already have a DMing template in my phone, so I'm going to start from there. If you can slide into that man's DMs, you can definitely reach out to a brand, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. I used to be the kind of person that if a brand doesn't respond, I do not follow up. Or if they respond and say they're not looking for creators, when I know they're actually using creators right now, I just walk away. But Audacity is in the room with us today. Until you tell me no to my face, I will apply today, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that, and after that, and after that, until you hear me out, okay? I've made a new draft that I'm going to send out to all the different brands. It's same but different because every brand does something different, and we're going to start with Shea Moisture because we've lucky been talking. That's me right there on the Shea Moisture page. So the message is very basic, but it goes something like this. Hi there, my name is Sheila, a Montreal-based content creator. I create UGC and lifestyle content, voiceovers, vlog style videos, and more on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and send a similar DM to Sarah V, NYX, Maybelline, Lobet Lashes, Dossier, Elf, Danessa Merrick's, Nespresso, Outbox, and that will be all for today. You cannot say I did not shoot my shot. And now this is me being even more audacious. If you know any talent managers or the people in charge of content creators in the brands that I've mentioned, please send them my videos and tag the brands I've mentioned in the comment section down below so that they can notice me. I'm begging you, please. I want to get out of the ghetto. Spread the word and thank you in advance. I am aware that most of these are beauty brands and I do not create any beauty content, but I do tell a main story. And it wouldn't hurt to be sponsored for product placements in my videos. Also, I found out that the beauty industry, beauty, tech, and finance pay the most money for content creators. That is why I'm securing my bag. Now, there is a chance I might not get to work with any of these brands, but the fact that I put myself out there, that's what matters the most. All done, now we wait. And if you'd like to find out if I got any feedback, oh my goodness, that was fast. Just responded. Oh my goodness, that was fast. Let's catch up tomorrow in the Dear Diary sessions. I'm having like 3 series in one. I have Dream Life Chronicles, which is me trying to live my dream life. I have this experience of the artist one. I have Dear Diary. Dear Diary is kind of like a breakdown of what happened with the goals, but we'll get to that. Remember how I told you last week one of my New Year's resolutions was audacity, and the author said people that make it don't make it because they have skills or because they are talented. They make it because they have audacity. Audacity was in the room with us this week. The next exercise I did was life pie. The life pie. For day 9 of the artist's way, draw a circle, divide it into 6 pieces of pie. Label one piece spirituality, another exercise, another play, and so on with work, friends, and romance or adventure. Place a dot in each slice as a degree to which you are fulfilled in that area. The outer rim indicates great and the inner circle not so great. Connect the dots and that will show you where you're lopsided. Well, the author did say that it's going to look weird at first, but as you keep on putting in the work, it's going to all start to look seamless, because when you put in work in one area of life, all the other areas pick up. So I guess this means we have a lot of work to do, and that's okay because you're about to turn our dream lives into reality. Clock in. Doesn't work. Clock in. Yeah, that one. Clock in. I low-key have this in one of my journals, a PDF. It's $4.99 if you're interested. And the good thing about it, especially when you get my journal, it has everything you need to do step by step after that for you to put in the work and start having a sense of direction, plus habit trackers, of course. For day 10 of the artist's way, the assignment is to write down 20 things we enjoy. I guess these are hobbies. We're going to do this rapid fire. 1, making money. Duh, of course. Trying new recipes. Speaking of trying new recipes, I think I should make the kiwi soda today. Number 3 is going on a run. 4 is sewing. 5 is ice plunging, even though I haven't done that so much this winter. Going dancing, going on hikes, paint and sip, watching rom-coms, sleeping. Of course, everyone knows this about me. I struggle to get out of my bed, and my bed are in a long-term relationship. 11 is dining at fancy restaurants, scrolling on TikTok. I'm a chronic scroller. Knitting, I haven't done this in ages. Traveling, oh my goodness. That's like a room, and yet it's on my vision board of things I need to do this year. Axe throwing, I haven't done that in a hot minute, but I did enjoy it when I did it. Hosting people, oh my goodness, I love hosting people. My house is just a little too small for hosting, but I need to host my friends more. Making cool edits, of course. Going to workout classes, going on dates, I haven't been on one in ages, and trying new hairstyles. I do this every week. So she said to choose 2 things from this list and do them this week. It's Wednesday. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I think I'm going to go on a run tomorrow since the weather is good, and I'm going to try a new hairstyle or sleep, because that's what I do every day. Or scroll. No, it has to be something out of my norm. Oh, I'm trying kiwi soda, case closed. I invite you and encourage you to do this exercise for yourself, because you'll find that there are so many things that you like to do that you keep at the back burner, and it will help you spice up that creativity because you're an artist. Anyway, I feel like I'm being cocky right now. Now, this was an interesting exercise because I felt like it was low-key the same as Mondays, but it's not. 20 things I enjoyed. You know how hard that was? But after I did that exercise, I started to remember things that I enjoy. I love people watching, bro. But that exercise did also call for doing 2 of the things on that list. I went running twice this week, and I made a kiwi soda. I actually just bottled it right now. Cue the video. Hands down the best one yet. Let's make some kiwi soda. All you need is a kiwi, just this much. Add it to a jar, fill up your jar with water, and then a 1/4 cup of sugar, and shake, shake, shake. We'll be back tomorrow. I forgot to feed her yesterday. For context, it's Friday. I started this process on Wednesday. I'm supposed to feed her every day. I forgot to feed her yesterday, but I did burp her, and it looks like all the fruits have moved up. I feel like I don't have to keep adding sugar. That's the thing. I feel like the more I add sugar, it's just pointless. I'm going to add a tablespoon today, and I'm not going to add any more. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Before you even ask, yes, you can use honey. It doesn't have to be just sugar. Oh shit, my friend told me to try agave. I don't have any, but for the next experiment. One of my favorite sodas is this Lebanese soda. Okay, I only get it in Lebanese stores. I don't know if it's Lebanese. Nara Smith said it was Lebanese. It's a kiwi and lime drink. I'll pop it on the screen. I love it. That's what inspired this. I'm just also shaking so that the sugar can mix. You definitely had that. Did you hear? Pff. I don't know about the smell though. Anyway. Let's put it back until tomorrow. I've been forgetting to feed her, but it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow will be day 4, I believe. Burp her. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's coming together. I don't know. It's not smelling. It's not smelling right. What I want to do? To taste. This might be my best one yet. Wow. Moment of truth. It doesn't smell too good. Hands down, the best one yet. Oh my goodness, the fact that I didn't put too much sugar and it's still so good. Wow. This is my personal observation with these drinks. For the pineapple one, after sieving it, I left it on the counter for an extra day. I'm going to do the same for this one because it's not the strongest. I don't know if it's because I put less sugar. It will continue fermenting until I put it in the fridge. Next, I did the affirmations one. Dip back into week one and read your affirmations. Note which ones cause the most reaction. So there are affirmations in the book. I will put them on the screen right here. Wait, oh, I forgot that my camera is tracking me, so even if I do this, it's not going to create space, but I'll put it on either side of the screen. And she told us to write 3 of the affirmations 5 times each day. Be sure to include the affirmations from your bloods. Oh my goodness, I did not do this each morning. I only did this Friday morning. My chosen affirmations were: just because you think other people's work is amazing doesn't mean yours isn't. I'll say that one more time. Just because you think one person's work is too good does not mean yours isn't good. For today's assignment of the Artist's Way, we are dipping back into week one and reading the affirmations. This particular affirmation actually came to me when I was doing my artist date. I always used to say I'm so bad at coloring, but it turns out I'm not. After I finished coloring and looked at my work, it was not bad at all, which made me think to myself, why did I always think I was bad at coloring? I'm actually not. I'm great at it, really. I guess perspective is everything, but what a great realization. What are some of your favorite affirmations? Let me know in the comment section down below. And what do we think about this purple makeup stick from Mutima? Look at my lips. Look at my blush. All I need to do is my hair, but there's no problem with it. I need to stop telling myself my natural hair looks terrible. It does not. Just because you think one person's work is too... Just because you... Sorry. My second affirmation was I don't chase, I attract, because my friend Yvonne, you saw in the Dear Diary session. Wait, does that mean I should quit and follow my dreams? Dear Diary. Oh my goodness, what? Did it all work out? Nah, girl, not yet. So I've made $0 so far. It's Thursday, and remember on Monday I told you I would like to make $2,500 this week from content creation. Anyway, I have some tea. It's not that hot. Don't get very excited. I put my fear of rejection aside because, again, if you remember, I told you I would love to start working with a new brand this week. And I shot my shot. So I got 2 responses. One happened almost immediately as soon as I applied. Oh my goodness, that was fast. I already feel it in my guts because I saw the beginning part of the message. You know, the little preview. Hello Sheila, thank you for your interest in partnering with our brand. Our collaboration requests are managed through our agency. Please send an inquiry along with your media kit. We got an email! Audacity! Oh, okay, girl. Behave yourself. Oh shit, my nose. We'll reach out to you if any opportunities arise. Cheers. Cheers. Like, thank you so much for getting back to me. I appreciate it. For the second brand, well, I don't know. They told me thank you for contacting us, dear. Looking for you to work with us when our new brand goes live. I do not know what that means. Bro, what do we do now? What should be my next step? I have no idea what I need to do. If you have a clue, please do your magic. Give me answers. Anyway, that's that. I know I said I don't want to slack with my dad, but your girl is on the streets doing big back behavior. We've been working out though. I actually went for a run today. Boring. Wait, remember this time a week ago you were in love for 24 hours? Girl, that's a story for another day. I'm still hung up on the fact that I did not make a single dollar this week and we haven't sold any journals yet. But do people know you even sell journals? I guess I don't talk about it that much, but I need to start talking about it more. I'm just so scared of coming off as salesy. I've also been in a very good space mentally, considering the fact that I would like my videos to get out of 200 to 500 view jail, and I'm still in 200 300 view jail. The only difference is my friend Yvonne told me,
Hey, Sheila, your work is freaking amazing. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you that. It's very entertaining. Problem that I'm seeing with you is you are trying to look for people. Continue to do your thing. Continue to do what you're doing. Your people are going to find you. Your tribe is going to find you. That's all I can tell you.
oh, and girl, don't forget we always say this: you don't chase, you attract, because when you chase, they run. On a much brighter note, wait, maybe not so bright, I've been doing my night routine. I've been clocking out every night, journaling, cleaning my space so I can have an early morning. Well, did you have an early morning? Not really, because I go to bed at midnight. I need to have my 8-hour sleep. I took an oath for crying out loud. I know it also said that I'll follow a diet, but I'm picking my battles. I feel like you know exactly what you need to do. What? Chose one from the book. As I listened to the creator within, I'm led. That's the one I chose. As I listen to the creator within, I'm led. So I'm listening to God to help me in my creation process. It's one of those things where I didn't trust myself, and every time I created content, I was like, oh my gosh, is it good enough? All that stuff. This week, whatever I created. I'm like, again, my best thing is just because other people's work is good doesn't mean mine isn't good. And every time I say that affirmation, because it came from my brain, yeah, it means a lot. Okay, after affirmations, those are the exercises I did this week. Now, if I did not have to record these videos every week, I would have given up. And normally I'm those people that give up, but when I start something like that's like a challenge, and I've told the internet it's so hard for me to go back, especially when, why don't I do that about my dad banange so that I can focus? Anyway, so the exercises I did not do, one says, where did time go? List your 5 major activities this week. How much time did you give to each one? Which were what you wanted to do and which were shoulds? How much of your time do you spend helping others and ignoring your desires? Have any of your blocked friends triggered any doubt in you? I don't think so. I don't feel like since I started this, thing is that I block them. I block them in my mind because one of the exercises here, it says get a sheet of paper, draw a circle, place the topics you need to protect, and then the names of the people you need to protect them from. I didn't do this exercise, but I'm highly aware. I no longer talk about my work with some friends of mine because just negative energy. Yeah, and this is what I'm wrapped into right now. So, what triggered me? I've now realized why some people protect their time, because, bro, some shit happened this week. This guy, I did an interview last year. If you followed me for a while, meaning like maybe in 2023, I did an interview with this guy who said he's doing a show. I went to his house. It was like a podcast. We recorded it. 2 years later, nothing has come out. And then he wanted to meet up. And then when we met yesterday, he was supposed to meet at the coffee shop, bro. Trying to meet up, he goes like, oh no, can we do a virtual one? The only reason I was going to the coffee shop was to meet him, not to even go to the coffee shop, bro. That aside, he's like, oh, I want to go back on this project. And then I realized he's trying to get knowledge from me. Bro, this is wasting my time. Now I understand why people value their time. Like, literally, boundaries are so important. You have no idea. That's the only thing that triggered me. And then the other one I did not do is return to your imaginary list. Oh, did I mention the things? I haven't done my weekly wins in a very long time, so I guess I will do that too. But I've had so many wins. I reached out to brands like I said I was going to. I went running like I said I was going to. I created content every day, targeted content. I did so many things this week. The only thing that I didn't do that I'm beating myself up for is waking up early in the morning, first thing in the morning, but we're working on it.
The problem is you think you have time.
Wow, I can see the procrastination queen is up and so are her excuses. Girl, you work out tomorrow. Remember you were supposed to be part of the 5 a.m. club. It's too late now. Oh my god, who texted us? You can scroll for 5 minutes. It's not too bad. Damn, how did the content perform yesterday? Is it even worth it to continue in 200 view jail? It doesn't matter. I don't even feel like working out anymore. No, girl, that's the beginning of a downward spiral. What's the easiest thing you can do to get the ball rolling? Wear workout clothes. Starting small will make things easier. After getting dressed, I did my morning routine. No judgment on the time I did it, please. What matters is the fact that I put in the work. So if you're ever procrastinating that to-do list, remember you can break down the tasks into even smaller actions. Start by always asking yourself, what's the easiest thing you can do right now? For example, I didn't want to work out today, so I started by wearing my workout clothes. Automatically, I went to work out. If you don't want to clean your apartment, set a 5-minute timer and just start. Before you know it, you'll be finishing. Maybe you were supposed to create content and you cannot for the life of you create any content. Just set up your cameras how you were supposed to set it up. You guessed it, before you know it, you'll be putting in the work. By doing the easiest thing I could do in the moment, I've now ticked off my habit trackers. I feel like a very successful queen who is living out her dream life, period. One thing about starting small is that it will always make things easy. And then the other exercise is return to the list of imaginary lives from last week, add 5 more lives again, and check to see if you could be doing bits and pieces of these lives in the one you're living now. Oh, that's funny. If you've listed being a dancer, do you let yourself go dancing? If you've listed monk life, have you ever let yourself go on a retreat? Scuba diving? Did you go to an aquarium shop? Okay, like I told you last week, the way I did my exercise last week was that I did it and explained how I'm doing all those things in my life. For example, I said I want to be a stylist. I do styling content. The one thing I didn't add, I would love to have been an interior designer. Am I doing that in any way? I decorated my own apartment. I had a budget. It was a budget-friendly thing, and I think I did a pretty good job. I'm actually thinking about changing the whatever, but I'm on such a big budget right now that I cannot afford. You guys buy my journals. What does it is in the room with us? Buy my journals because I need to make money. Buy my journals. I have like PDFs for $4.99. I have stickers. I have all these things. Please support your girl.
Support my small business. I want to come out of the ghetto. Support me that I can rich. I want money. Support me today. I want money. I want to come out of the ghetto. Thank you, guys.
The other thing I would have wanted to do was real estate. This is something I still want to do until now. I feel like I don't care what age I will be. I think I'm going to take a real estate class and just see what I can do with it. And that was it. So for the weekly check-in, how many days did you do your morning pages? Every damn day. Some days at night, but I did them. How was your experience? This week was a lot of self-acceptance. There are some bad habits that I have that I'm dealing with. So it was a lot of self-acceptance, describing how I want to change, describing how they are affecting my life and all those things. What did you do for your artist date this week? I just did my artist date. Like I've had 3 artist dates this week. This is the one I recorded. So it's time for the plant mother to plant her seeds. But let me see. This time I'm doing... Bamba clat, I just cleaned and I just messed my whole place up. Okay, sorry. I got this from the dollar store and I could not wait to use it. The earth, the soil is so dry. So I put in a little bit. Oh, where's my lid at? I feel like a real plant mom. Why is that exciting me? So all you do is that, put them like that, and then just... This is a perfect time to plant seeds. Because it's the spring, and personally believe it's the beginning of the year because everything begins in the spring. And there is this thing, I don't know if you've watched this video, oh my god, I'm going to go on a rant, that says in every language, Oct is 8, Set is 9, Dis is 10. So we're supposed to be having 4 weeks in each month, so they're technically 13 months, but they removed one. That's why February has 28 or 27 days type shit. And the first month of the year is, you guessed it, the Queen's birthday month, April. So people start preparing for spring and stuff like that on March 21st, which is like the new year, the new Aries season. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I'm manifesting life, growth. I cannot cut this one with a dirty knife because I'm going to eat it. No! I washed my dirty hands with all the dirty things in the sink. All I want is some seeds. That's it, that's all. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. That right there is what I need. Put the seeds in there. I'm putting them all. And then when they germinate, I will put them in a bigger container. And not all of them germinate, so you don't have to worry. Oh, what if they all germinate? There are so many. That's how much we have. Do the same thing. Cover the top. Oh my gosh, we don't want mixture of things. Oh my god, I've never been so amazed by a little thing. I cannot wait for them to grow. I'm always amused when I'm eating my own cherry tomatoes. I'm just like, I made this from scratch. Am I Nara Smith? Okay, let me clean this up. Artist dates are necessary. Frivolity, whatever that means. What did you do and how did you feel? Felt so great after that because I like giving life. Plants give me... One thing you need to know about me is that when I'm looking for hope, I think about the plants that grow in cemented floors. I'm like, how the hell does that happen? That shit wows me. I love planting. Were there any issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Boundaries. The only thing I've noticed is boundaries, and I'm working on my boundaries. I'm doing a very good job, by the way, because these days people don't be taking advantage of me. And that was it for week 2. I was talking to my sister today and I'm like, we've grown so much because we never realize how much internal work we need to do. And sometimes maybe the blockages that you're having are because you have not done the inner work, and this book is helping me do the inner work. I know I talk a lot and go on a tangent, but I hope these videos are helpful. I don't know how to make them shorter because I also want to share my dailies in the same video. But that's it. That's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back next week. It's 4:47. Last time I started editing at 4 and I did not finish until 4 a.m. Please like this video. Please share it with your friend because I put in a lot of work for only 40 views. Please. Thank you. As always, don't forget to stay motivated, be patient, trust the process, and spread the love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.